Welcome to our Insight series on organizational well-being. Our question for this week is, what does a typical feel-good wellness program look like? Number 11. A typical feel-good wellness program model generally includes the following targets, and we are going to focus heavily on the behavioral targets that these wellness programs are intended to address and the interventions that go with them. The primary wellness targets are going to be fun activities, whether it's a celebrity event or an inspirational or humorous speaker, but fun events. They're going to include stress relief. So when we are facing extreme stress from some challenge as a business or as a group, we in fact oftentimes will do some intervention around that stress experience or that stress situation. We also can address nutrition because of a general interest in food and its preparation and its healthfulness, all of those variety of issues. We also can have a feel-good wellness program that addresses some philanthropic or community service objective. So we may have a community garden arrangement, or we may have a food bank or some other kind of activity. It also usually provides some general wellness information, and it also provides general health information. Usually not detailed or in depth, but usually covering some basic kinds of rules of good health practices. Now, the typical interventions that go with this kind of targets, these kinds of targets for the feel-good wellness program model, include such things as a health fair, where there's an option to be able to experience several different aspects of health at different booths and different stations in a health fair arrangement. We can provide lunch and learn sessions that either cover different topics or a series of topics that are related, but that's a way that we typically do informational provision for our workforce. We can also have a wellness event where we have a sports figure come in and talk about the importance of determination or personal excellence or the pursuit of excellence. So those are wellness events. We can also have a wellness aspect to our community or our company picnic. So when we do get together for social events, we can in fact bring in some wellness related games or wellness related activities. Another aspect of interventions here are some sort of community sponsorship where we, for instance, as a company, sponsor a 5K walk run that gets our employees active and helps them participate in something like that. We can do a chair massage option where we bring in a masseuse to essentially do a chair massage for employees. Usually as part of the cafeteria or a particular training room or some site and some location where that service can be provided. We can provide free fruit for people on Fridays or choose to provide that free fruit periodically. We can have wellness materials and descriptive materials and informational materials in our health and human resources units. We can provide health cartoons and wellness cartoons. You can also go on to YouTube and put in wellness humor, and you'll come up with a variety of different videos that can be used as part of a wellness program, particularly the feel-good model. We can provide nutritious potlucks where we put out some general rules and then their dietary rules and nutrition rules, and then have people bring in their recipes that they want to share with other employees. And then the employee can taste the food, see if it tastes good to them, and then can take the recipe home to use it with their family. You can have a movie event that's inspirational, something that causes people to think about something of substance related to wellness. That's a movie event. You can have company games where you do some things in a competitive way between different units and teams. You can provide a celebrity motivational event where you bring in a sports figure to talk about determination or the importance of conditioning or a whole variety of different topics. And the ways in which we look at participation for this particular kind of wellness program is the participation is going to be in the area of 15 to 35%. So this is oftentimes getting to the people who are already intrinsically motivated for wellness. It's essentially not necessarily getting many of the people that are not intrinsically motivated for wellness, but we generally see a relatively low percentage. We might, when we first put these on, see high numbers. But what happens is we do them more frequently or more periodically, the numbers will in fact drop off usually. So the approximate cost of this in employee per year cost is less than $50. So if we took 50 times of the head count of our full-time employee population, or part-time and full-time, we in fact are usually not spending more than $50 on this particular area. And the likely return on investment for this is going to be less than 1-to-1. This does not usually produce any economic return for the organization. So this is likely to be just cost that's incurred in direct cost for putting on, addressing these particular targets with the interventions that you see on the right-hand side. Now, in summary, the typical feel-good wellness program model or strategy is primarily characterized by fun introduction of wellness topics and represents a kind of a wellness light perspective, but it usually does not produce much health improvement or economic return or produce much in the way of the results that oftentimes our management would like to achieve with their wellness effort. Now, for more information on this topic, put the following search strings into your web browser: feel-good wellness programs, fun wellness programs, morale-building wellness, employee wellness. Next week, we will address the question, what does a typical traditional employee wellness program look like? For more information, visit our website at www.chapmaninstitute.com and try out our search engine.